Chandigarh, Bangalore.
ये अपना म्यूट आ गया, ठीक है जी।
हाँ
ये
जी।
अपना ऑलरेडी सेटल्ड। आप ना इस वेबकैम पे आप चेक करा सकते हो। ये माइक का यही बोलो, इनको वॉइस वोकल जाएगा।
अच्छा, हेलो हरी सर, म्यूट है?
नहीं नहीं
Hello.
हेलो,
Yeah.
I'm audible. I'm Ashma from Chandigarh.
Yes,
We need
very
the
much.
camera view, madam, not the webcam view.
From the past 70
You're audible
years,
very much.
ICAI and its members have followed the essence of its motto, Ya Esha Supteshu Jagarti, the person who is awake in those that sleep. As our nation's democracy was being shaped,
सर आ रही हो?
Hello. Location? Chandigarh, we need the audience view. चंडीगढ़ एक्सटर्नल कैमरा का व्यू दीजिए।
Unmute करो, unmute. Sir, we are doing it. Give me a minute.
visions to
Yeah,
build
please.
brilliant
You
new
don't mute
India.
yourself.
Words matter. Ideas drive change. And wisdom can transform the human action. These are the words, ideas and wisdom that transformed profession of chartered accountancy over the years. Our forefathers and their vision of modern India, driven by strong economic foundation, led to the setting up of Free India's premier accountancy institute, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, or ICAI, in the year 1949. From the past 70 years, ICAI and its members have followed the essence of its motto, Ya Esha Supteshu Jagarti, the person who is awake in those that sleep. As our nation's democracy was being shaped, the responsibility of shaping the future of accountancy profession, the strongest pillar of a robust economy, was entrusted to the forefathers of accountancy profession. They not only set the highest standards, but also paved the way for the generations to follow. And what followed thereafter, as they say, is history. This 70 years journey has indeed made ICAI a treasure trove that will enrich the path of future generations to build a resilient new India. Words matter. Ideas drive change. And wisdom can transform the human action. These are the words, ideas and wisdom that transformed profession of chartered accountancy over the years. Our forefathers and their vision of modern India, driven by strong economic foundation, led to the setting up of Free India's premier accountancy institute, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India or ICAI in the year 1949. From the past 70 years, ICAI and its members have followed the essence of its motto, Ya Esha Supteshu Jagarti, the person who is awake in those that sleep.
Hello. Yeah, Chandigarh.
Words matter. Ideas drive change. And wisdom can transform the human action. These are the words, ideas and wisdom that transformed profession of chartered accountancy over the years. Our forefathers and their vision of modern India, driven by strong economic foundation, led to the setting up of Free India's premier accountancy institute, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India or ICAI in the year 1949. From the past 70 years, ICAI and its members have followed the essence of its motto, Ya Esha Supteshu Jagarti, the person who is awake in those that sleep. As our nation's democracy was being shaped, the responsibility of shaping the future of accountancy profession, the strongest pillar of a robust economy, was entrusted to the forefathers of accountancy profession. They not only set the highest standards, but also paved the way for the generations to follow. And what followed thereafter, as they say, is history. This 70 years journey has indeed made ICAI a treasure trove that will enrich the path of future generations to build a resilient new India. Words matter. Ideas drive change. And wisdom can transform the human action. These are the words, ideas and wisdom that transformed profession of chartered accountancy over the years. Our forefathers and their vision of modern India, driven by strong economic foundation, led to the setting up of Free India's premier accountancy institute, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India or ICAI in the year 1949. From the past 70 years, ICAI and its members have followed the essence of its motto, Ya Esha Supteshu Jagarti, the person who is awake in those that sleep. As our nation's democracy was being shaped, the responsibility of shaping the future of accountancy profession, the strongest pillar of a robust economy, was entrusted to the forefathers of accountancy profession. They not only set the highest standards, but also paved the way for the generations to follow. And what followed thereafter, as they say, is history. This 70 years journey has indeed made ICAI a treasure trove that will enrich the path of future generations to build a resilient new India. Words matter. Ideas drive change. And wisdom can transform the human action. These are the words, ideas and wisdom that transformed profession of chartered accountancy over the years. Our forefathers and their vision of modern India, driven by strong economic foundation, led to the setting up of Free India's premier accountancy institute, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, or ICAI, in the year 1949. From the past 70 years, ICAI and its members have followed the essence of its motto, Ya Esha Supteshu Jagarti, the person who is awake in those that sleep. As our nation's democracy was being shaped, the responsibility of shaping the future of accountancy profession, the strongest pillar of a robust economy, was entrusted to the forefathers of accountancy profession. They not only set the highest standards, but also paved the way for the generations to follow. And what followed thereafter, as they say, is history. This 70 years journey has indeed made ICAI a treasure trove that will enrich the path of future generations to build a resilient new India. Words matter. Ideas drive change. And wisdom can transform the human action. These are the words, ideas and wisdom that transformed profession of chartered accountancy over the years. Our forefathers and their vision of modern India, driven by strong economic foundation, led to the setting up of Free India's premier accountancy institute, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, or ICAI, in the year 1949. From the past 70 years, ICAI and its members have followed the essence of its motto, Ya Esha Supteshu Jagarti, the person who is awake in those that sleep. As our nation's democracy was being shaped, the responsibility of shaping the future of accountancy profession, the strongest pillar of a robust economy, was entrusted to the forefathers of accountancy profession. They not only set the highest standards, but also paved the way for the generations to follow. And what followed thereafter, as they say, is history. This 70 years journey has indeed made ICAI a treasure trove that will enrich the path of future generations to build a resilient new India. Words matter. Ideas drive change. And wisdom can transform the human action. These are the words, ideas and wisdom that transformed profession of chartered accountancy over the years. Our forefathers and their vision of modern India, driven by strong economic foundation, led to the setting up of Free India's premier accountancy institute, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India or ICAI in the year 1949. From the past 70 years, ICAI and its members have followed the essence of its motto, Ya Esha Supteshu Jagarti, the person who is awake in those that sleep. As our nation's democracy was being shaped, the responsibility of shaping the future of accountancy profession, the strongest pillar of a robust economy, was entrusted to the forefathers of accountancy profession. They not only set the highest standards, but also paved the way for the generations to follow. And what followed thereafter, as they say, is history. This 70 years journey has indeed made ICAI a treasure trove that will enrich the path of future generations to build a resilient new India. Words matter. Ideas drive change. And wisdom can transform the human action. These are the words, ideas and wisdom that transformed profession of chartered accountancy over the years. Our forefathers and their vision of modern India, driven by strong economic foundation, led to the setting up of Free India's premier accountancy institute, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India or ICAI in the year 1949. From the past 70 years, ICAI and its members have followed the essence of its motto, Ya Esha Supteshu Jagarti, the person who is awake in those that sleep. As our nation's democracy was being shaped, the responsibility of shaping the future of accountancy profession, the strongest pillar of a robust economy, was entrusted to the forefathers of accountancy profession. They not only set the highest standards, but also paved the way for the generations to follow. And what followed thereafter, as they say, is history. This 70 years journey has indeed made ICAI a treasure trove that will enrich the path of future generations to build a resilient new India. Words matter. Ideas drive change. And wisdom can transform the human action. These are the words, ideas and wisdom that transformed profession of chartered accountancy over the years. Our forefathers and their vision of modern India, driven by strong economic foundation, led to the setting up of Free India's premier accountancy institute, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India or ICAI in the year 1949. From the past 70 years, ICAI and its members have followed the essence of its motto, Ya Esha Supteshu Jagarti, the person who is awake in those that sleep. As our nation's democracy was being shaped, the responsibility of shaping the future of accountancy profession, the strongest pillar of a robust economy, was entrusted to the forefathers of accountancy profession. They not only set the highest standards, but also paved the way for the generations to follow. And what followed thereafter, as they say, is history. This 70 years journey has indeed made ICAI a treasure trove that will enrich the path of future generations to build a resilient new India. Words matter. Ideas drive change. And wisdom can transform the human action. These are the words, ideas and wisdom that transformed profession of chartered accountancy over the years. Our forefathers and their vision of modern India, driven by strong economic foundation, led to the setting up of Free India's premier accountancy institute, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India or ICAI in the year 1949. From the past 70 years, ICAI and its members have followed the essence of its motto, Ya Esha Supteshu Jagarti, the person who is awake in those that sleep. As our nation's democracy was being shaped, the responsibility of shaping the future of accountancy profession, the strongest pillar of a robust economy, was entrusted to the forefathers of accountancy profession. They not only set the highest standards, but also paved the way for the generations to follow. And what followed thereafter, as they say, is history. This 70 years journey has indeed made ICAI a treasure trove that will enrich the path of future generations to build a resilient new India. Words matter. Ideas drive change. And wisdom can transform the human action. These are the words, ideas and wisdom that transformed profession of chartered accountancy over the years. Our forefathers and their vision of modern India, driven by strong economic foundation, led to the setting up of Free India's premier accountancy institute, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India or ICAI in the year 1949. From the past 70 years, ICAI and its members have followed the essence of its motto, Ya Esha Supteshu Jagarti, the person who is awake in those that sleep. As our nation's democracy was being shaped, the responsibility of shaping the future of accountancy profession, the strongest pillar of a robust economy, was entrusted to the forefathers of accountancy profession. They not only set the highest standards, but also paved the way for the generations to follow. And what followed thereafter, as they say, is history. This 70 years journey has indeed made ICAI a treasure trove that will enrich the path of future generations to build a resilient new India. Words matter. Ideas drive change. And wisdom can transform the human action. These are the words, ideas and wisdom that transformed profession of chartered accountancy over the years. Our forefathers and their vision of modern India, driven by strong economic foundation, led to the setting up of Free India's premier accountancy institute, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India or ICAI in the year 1949. From the past 70 years, ICAI and its members have followed the essence of its motto, Ya Esha Supteshu Jagarti, the person who is awake in those that sleep. As our nation's democracy was being shaped, the responsibility of shaping the future of accountancy profession, the strongest pillar of a robust economy, was entrusted to the forefathers of accountancy profession. They not only set the highest standards, but also paved the way for the generations to follow. And what followed thereafter, as they say, is history. This 70 years journey has indeed made ICAI a treasure trove that will enrich the path of future generations to build a resilient new India. Words matter. Ideas drive change. And wisdom can transform the human action. These are the words, ideas and wisdom that transformed profession of chartered accountancy over the years. Our forefathers and their vision of modern India, driven by strong economic foundation, led to the setting up of Free India's premier accountancy institute, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India or ICAI in the year 1949. From the past 70 years, ICAI and its members have followed the essence of its motto, Ya Esha Supteshu Jagarti, the person who is awake in those that sleep. As our nation's democracy was being shaped, the responsibility of shaping the future of accountancy profession, the strongest pillar of a robust economy, was entrusted to the forefathers of accountancy profession. They not only set the highest standards, but also paved the way for the generations to follow. And what followed thereafter, as they say, is history. This 70 years journey has indeed made ICAI a treasure trove that will enrich the path of future generations to build a resilient new India. Words matter. Ideas drive change. And wisdom can transform the human action. These are the words, ideas and wisdom that transformed profession of chartered accountancy over the years. Our forefathers and their vision of modern India, driven by strong economic foundation, led to the setting up of Free India's premier accountancy institute, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India or ICAI in the year 1949. From the past 70 years, ICAI and its members have followed the essence of its motto, Ya Esha Supteshu Jagarti, the person who is awake in those that sleep. As our nation's democracy was being shaped, the responsibility of shaping the future of accountancy profession, the strongest pillar of a robust economy, was entrusted to the forefathers of accountancy profession. They not only set the highest standards, but also paved the way for the generations to follow. And what followed thereafter, as they say, is history. This 70 years journey has indeed made ICAI a treasure trove that will enrich the path of future generations to build a resilient new India. Words matter.
Hello. All the locations, please switch on your video. And we need the audience view. अहमदाबाद, हाँ ठीक है. नागपुर, पुणे, लुधियाना, Hyderabad, please switch on your video. Hyderabad, Hyderabad,
Good morning, everyone. Can we show some energy in the room, everybody? Good morning. It's an absolute sight to watch and behold as all of you are here and your lovely parents, your proud parents would be witnessing this extraordinary moment. I'm sure we'll have a wonderful moment here. As you must have seen, the president of ICAI, C. Prasanna Kumar D. sir from Visakhapatnam. Usually, as per the protocol, he would have been in Delhi doing the convocation, but this time he's here. So I think it will be a great moment for all of you to be a part of this convocation with the president of ICAI himself. Also, the chief guest for today, who's already come in the campus and about to come inside. I would therefore request everyone, all the volunteers, to please ensure that everyone is seated well, and so that we can start this mega event, one of the most sought after events for each one of you. I'm sure with the struggle, with the hard work for so many years that you've done, this is one day that you want to look at. And see Arpit Kabra, I'm sure I have interacted with you earlier in the placements as well, but this time as convocation also. I, along with Preeti Savla, who are the directors of this convocation, this event, we really welcome all of you, and I'm telling you, it's one of the best moments for all of us when see each one of you coming here and getting convocated. And this time it's better and special because we've got the president right now here. So with over, I think you can see all of these locations are live. Convocations happening all across the country. We are the only institute in the world to do this kind of a convocation without any charges. A massive event across the country to showcase that each one of you have arrived at this stage. Wonderful. So I'm sure you can all settle down quickly because we will start probably at 10 o'clock. We'll be upstairs, and we would want to start as soon as possible. I would request Sakshi, who's the MOC for today's event. Sakshi is also a young chartered accountant. One of you, she was here maybe 3-4 attempts before, but she chose to speak well. She chose to compare well, and therefore we've asked her to be here so that we could have a kind of a good camaraderie going on between the newly qualified and the recently qualified as well. And I'm sure she'll ensure that you have a good time. We're about to start. As I can see, people are already rushing in. So I would request Sakshi, if you could, step up the momentum, gear up all of them, and make sure that you smile today, friends. Your parents behind. Let's have a round of applause for your parents here, everyone. Come on. Let's have a huge shout out for them. It's their moment through you. And happens to be my mom's birthday today. So, I just can feel this adrenaline rush in me. Of course, she's not here, but your mom is here, your father is here, your parents are here. I'm sure they will feel that pride. So, once again, let's have a round of applause to all of them. Thank you very much. सभी माताओं पिताओं को यहाँ पर प्रणाम. Thank you very much for giving us these gems as chartered accountants. Sakshi, over to you.
Thank you, sir. So, jubilant morning, everyone. Good morning. Hi, that's the good energy that we need. Can I request the rank holders to please occupy the seats in the front so we can ensure the smoothness?
ಹಂಗೆನ್ನಪ್ಪ ಸತ್ತೋ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ
Okay, thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining today. The newly qualified chartered accountants, proud families, and respected dignitaries joining us today. Thank you. Okay, tell me, have you let the feeling sink in yet? Do you feel it? You're a chartered accountant. Yes, no? I took really long time to let the feeling sink in for myself. So let's quickly take a moment and truly absorb this feeling. Yeah, I take this moment to acknowledge CA Preeti Savla, Central Council member and the coordinator for Convocation.
Good morning, everyone. So waiting soon for the president, for the vice president, ICAI to come in along with the chief guest for convocation. So within few minutes, they will be here and all of you are eagerly waiting for convocation. Yes? How is the Josh? So let us wait and wait for the moment to get convocated and very soon. It's just few moments away to get the convocation. So how many of you are in practice, have taken COP and in practice? Can you please raise your hand? I can see very few members. And how many of you are in industry or business not taking COP? Please raise on your seat. Please. So majority are members in industry. So we are coming out with CFO, CEO, CXO meet on 13 June morning. It's a second Saturday over here at Geo Convention Center. So all of you are invited. This is for all members in industry who wants to actually pursue your career and become a CFO or CEO in the company. So all of you are invited for this initiative of ICAI. I am vice chairperson of members in industry and business committee. So please come forward we will have the dignitaries, the CEOs and CFOs of the corporates who will be sharing the leadership, how to lead the company. So please come forward and join that initiative, that is CFO meet, and it is also along with Z business. So please come forward and join for our CFO meet. Over to Sakshi, and if you have any support required from institute, we as a council members are always there to support all of you. So please come forward. Over to Sakshi.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, so let us take a moment and truly absorb this feeling. Are you ready? And, as Arpita rightly said, before we move ahead, this hall deserves to acknowledge a very important group of people, the parents, mentors, friends, siblings, and families who stood behind every CA here today. Your support system cleared this course with you in many ways, right? So let us acknowledge them. A huge round of applause for the families here. Thank you. Thank you for your support. You have been a pillar to all of them making to this day. And
To all the newly qualifieds here, please understand, Preeti madam mentioned about some programs that are happening. So, this place, we do a lot of events in this place. If you like what you're seeing right now, this is like a daily thing for us at WIRC. So I would request all of you. Wow, I got an echo also. Can you please sound check? I request all of you that whoever, I'm sure you must have traveled from different places also here, but if you are here in Mumbai or in Maharashtra, Gujarat, Goa, make sure that you have updated your SSP to reflect that your address is of this Maharashtra, Mumbai, Gujarat, Goa, whatever, so that the
Are you receiving the live link from Chennai
are enjoying, and then you realize, oh my God,
and the
ये
video
सब भी होता है
also?
institute में. I'm sure most of you would have seen this when, you know,
अर्पित काबरा जी, आप हमको सुन रहे हैं? One, நம்ம வாய்ஸ் போகுதா? ரெஸ்பாண்ட் பண்றாங்களா?
make sure you do that now, never, anytime that you want to do, but do that so that, you know, all of us can reach out to you also, because since you are here, it will be very important that you know more and more people from here as well. I request everyone at the out, because the chairman, SBI, our chief guest, has already arrived, and we shall be very soon. We'll be starting in the next maybe 3 to 4 minutes. I'll request everyone who's outside, please quickly settle down.
थैंक यू. वो कहते हैं ना कि जब परिवार में, फैमिली में एक सीए बनता है तो उनके साथ साथ पूरा परिवार सीए बनता है. तो लेट अस टेक अ मोमेंट, टेक अ ब्रेथ and let's feel it. And honestly, this is my most favorite part of the ceremony. So I will say I am a, और हम सब साथ में मिलके बोलेंगे चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट. ओके, there's the energy. Okay, yes. और मैं प्लीज रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी जो फैमिलीज हैं, आप भी प्लीज ज्वाइन करें, क्योंकि इनके साथ साथ आप भी फील करें कि वो क्या फीलिंग है, क्या सालों की मेहनत है जो आज रंग लाई है. लेट्स डू दिस. ओके, सो आई एम अ अमेजिंग. डिड यू फील इट? एनर्जी नहीं आई, यहां तक फील नहीं आया. You have to say it in a way that everybody around you feel it, and the aura is all over this hall. Okay? One more time, and the final time. So 3, 2, 1. I am amazing. Welcome to the fraternity. Congratulations. Well, today is not just a ceremony. It is a moment that took years in the making. Behind every name receiving a certificate today lies a story of discipline, sacrifices, countless revisions, delayed plans, and unwavering resilience. And today, all of that officially earns you the suffix that carries immense credibility, responsibility, and respect. Chartered accountant. Congratulations. What begins today is even more exciting, your journey to create impact. We shall be starting soon. I request everyone to please settle down. We welcome the chairman of WIRC, CA Saurabh Ajmera, on the stage. Let us have a huge round of applause.
Thank you, Sakshi. Good morning, one and all. We should have more energy when we are having exciting day for all of us. Good morning. Today would be great day in terms of creation of memory for your life, and you are blessed to have your family and parents with you, and definitely they will see your convocation from their eyes. And friends, this is really a big day, as you are chartered accountant now and you are going ahead for the country in terms of serving to the nation. And definitely these types of movement is really needed in our life, when we can look back after 5-10 years and can see our success in a different way. Friends, I am representing the largest regional council of ICAI. In this, we are taking care so many activities for the benefit of the members and students. As you all are the part of membership now, requesting you all, please follow WRC in an effective way. Thank you. I think we have received our chief guest of this wonderful program.
Okay, we're truly honored to have esteemed personalities with us today whose journeys continue to inspire the fraternity. I would like to request the program directors, CA Arpit Kabra and CA Preeti Savla, to please escort the chief guest, Shri Challa Srinivasullu Setti, Chairman SBI, CA Prasanna Kumar D, the President ICAI, and CA Mangesh Kenare, Vice President ICAI, to the dais. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to our distinguished guests joining us today on the dais. Thank you. With this, I invite the dignitaries on the dais to please light the lamp.
या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा। विचार सार परमा।
Thank you. May I please request everyone to rise for the motto song?
य एष सुप्तेषु जागृति य एष सुप्तेषु जागृति कामं 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 कामपुरुषो पुरुषो निर्विमाणः निर्विमाणः तदेव शुक्रं तद्ब्रह्मा तद्ब्रह्मा तदेवामृतमुच्यते तस्मिन् लोकः शतः सर्वे तदूनात्यपि कश्चन एतद्वैता 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 एतद्वैता।
Thank you. I request the President, CA Prasanna Kumar, and Vice President, CA Mangesh Kinare, to please felicitate the chief guest for today, Shri Challa Srinivasullu Shetty, Chairman of SBI, a Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, and also a Certified Associate of Indian Institute of Bankers, thought leader, and the visionary. Thank you for joining us today. It is an honor to have you, sir. I request CA Arpit Kabra and CA Preeti Savla, Central Council members, to please felicitate the pillar and stalwart of profession, CA Prasanna Kumar D, the President of ICAI. Thank you. May I request CA Arpit Kabra, CA Preeti Savla, Central Council members, and CA Saurabh Ajmera, Chairman of WRC of ICAI, to please felicitate the torchbearer of excellence, CA Mangesh Kinare, Vice President, ICAI. Thank you. We also acknowledge the presence of dignitaries amongst us, CA Durgesh Kabra, CA Piyush Chhajer, CA Vishnu Agarwal, and CA Prafulla Chhajer. Thank you for joining us. Moving ahead, may I please invite CA Rajendra Kumar the convener of MNSS Directorate, joining us from the Chennai Center to please deliver the welcome address.
Good morning. I hope all the 23 cities in India which are holding the convocation today are able to receive my voice and also see me. Honorable President ICAI, CAD Prasanna Kumar, esteemed Vice President ICAI, CA Mangesh Kinre, and Honorable Chief Guest of this convocation, May 2026, held by ICAI for the newly qualified chartered accountants, the chairman of one of the largest bank in India, if not the world, Shri Challa Srinivasulu Settigaru, my deputy convener, CA Jai Chairaji, who is joining from Ahmedabad city, other Central Council members and those who are coordinating this conference, this convocation at Ahmedabad, Purushottam Khandelwalji, at Mumbai, Preeti Savlaji, Arpit Kabraji, at Pune, Chitaleji, at Nagpur, Umesh Sharmaji, Chennai, I have on the dais Madam Sripriya Kumar, Hyderabad, CA Dayanivas Sharmaji, CA Muppala Sridhar Garu, Bangalore, Madhukar Narayan Hiragangeji, Ernakulam Babu Abraham, Vijayawada, our past president M. Devraj Reddy sir, and our chairman SIRC who is there today, Subbarao Muppala, Coimbatore, our past president G. Ramaswamy sir, and S. Rajesh, regional council member, Kolkata, Ravi Patwaji and Sanjeev Sangiji, Bhubaneswar, CA Ranjit Kumar Agarwalji, our past president, and Biswaranjan Sutar, regional council member. Guwahati, we have Debashish Mitraji, our past president. Ghaziabad, CA Anuj Goyalji. Jaipur, CA Satish Kumarji and CA Rohit Ruwatiaji. Indore, CA Pankaj Shahji. Bhopal, CA Abhay Chhajerji. Lucknow, CA Gyan Chandra Misra ji. Ranchi, CA Rajiv Gupta ji, the regional council member. Raipur, Manoj Fadnis ji, our past president, and CA Dinesh Kumar Agarwal, regional council member of the central region. New Delhi, we have Rajesh Sharma ji, Pramod Jain ji, and Ludhiana, we have Hansraj Chuk ji. Chandigarh, we have Sanjay Kumar Agarwal ji, and other honorable central council members who are present in numerous regions. Sanjeev Kumar Singhal ji, Durgesh Kabra ji, Piyush ji, and our past president Praful Chhajer ji, whom I heard the Bombay Center announcing, and all other esteemed regional council members, central council members who are already present, the branch representatives who are there, the parents, and the newly qualified chartered accountants who are going to be convocated, 10,397 newly qualified chartered accountants across the country who are viewing this historic live telecast from the city of Chennai, the intellectual capital of India. That's what I call Chennai as the intellectual capital of India. Our most honorable president, CA D. Prasanna Kumar ji, who hails from southern region, is now in Mumbai live for all of us. His vision, his dream, his desire, it is our duty to fulfill, and we are here to do that duty, to perform that duty. Sir, thank you very much for ensuring that the convocation is streamed live, done as in the past, and also for ensuring that relevant protocols are in place. I'm confident that under your dynamic stewardship, we will certainly steer ICAI to glory. Our Honorable Vice President, sir, CA Mangesh Kinre ji, who hails from the city of Mumbai, is also there live with us from Mumbai. Sir, We are eagerly looking forward to work under your stewardship. Kande se kandha milakar. That is what I would say, because one small word I use in Hindi for him. And our esteemed chief guest. All of you know State Bank of India. It is one bank which we can never miss in our life. We have been associated with this bank from the time we knew banking, from the time we knew finances. And to be the chairman of such a huge, mammoth, big bank in the country, the bank which controls, the bank which supports, the bank which on whose shoulders the Indian economy rests, the State Bank of India. Such an entity's chairman, Sri Challa Srinivasulu Settigaru, is there with us. Sir, thank you very much for sparing your valuable time. You have made us proud. You have made ICAI proud by being here with us. And our Honorable President and Vice President are there with you. And I'm confident that they will be able to add more value, more grace, and more charm to your companionship at our Mumbai Center. We, from the Members and Student Services Directorate, organizing this particular convocation, are ensuring that no stone is unturned to give the best feeling to each and every student who has qualified recently. And I'm confident the parents who are here, almost each and every newly qualified has come with an accompanying person, either the parent, mother, father, or sister, brother, whoever it may be. We welcome each and every one of them. And please clap for them once. It is their sacrifice, their support, their confidence in you is what has resulted in you becoming the most coveted degree, the Chartered Accountant. And to all the others who are there associated with this conference, the staff of ICAI, the supporting people, all those 500 to 1,000 people who are supporting this particular huge mammoth convocation, which is not held any time in India. Such a large gathering was held just one convocation before, and the second largest audience, which is going to receive the convocation today. Thank you very much, and let us have a gratifying and a soul-filling experience of the day. Thank you.
Very Honorable CA Rajendra Kumar P, MNSS Directorate, convener of MNSS Directorate. Thank you. We are truly honored and privileged to have esteemed personalities with us today whose journeys continue to inspire the fraternity and light the path forth for all of us. Taking this moment to acknowledge the presence of CA Prafulla Chhajed, past President ICAI amongst us, our Central Council members, CA Durgesh Kabra, CA Piyush Chhajed, CA Vishnu Agarwal, and CA Rakesh Shah, the Treasurer of WIRC of ICAI. Thank you for joining, sir. With this, may I please invite the torchbearer of excellence, CA Magnesh Kinare, to address. Thank you.
Good morning to all. Respected dignitaries on the dais, Honorable Chief Guest for this convocation function, Shri Challa Srinivasulu Setti, Chairman of the largest bank in this country. In fact, we are very happy that the chairman of the largest bank in the country is here for the convocation of newly qualified chartered accountants of the largest institution, professional accounting institution in the world. Thank you very much, sir, for coming this and gracing this occasion. Our Honorable President, C.A. Prasanna Kumar D. Sir, other dignitaries on the dais from respective centers, all my Central Council colleagues, past presidents who are present in respective centers as well as in Mumbai, all the regional council members and respective branch office bearers who are present on the dais and off the dais in various centers, because the function is being done in 23 centers throughout the country. and such a large function is being attended in a large number by newly qualified chartered accountants. I welcome you all and all your parents who have been a backbone of your success for this great memory of your lifetime. Welcome to all. Today is indeed a proud moment and a memorable occasion for all these chartered accountants who will be conferred this certificate of membership at the august hands of the respective chief guests who are available in this respective centers. Today, of course, is a proud moment for the parents mostly who are also present here to celebrate the occasion. And I think, as rightly mentioned by Rajendra Kumar ji, it's a parent who really are actually, they are deserving this success of their student. Now, in Mumbai, if you see, when we travel around from southern part of the Mumbai to airport, there is one caption written, and I always mention that the child gives birth to the mother. Now, if you really again and again read, first I read, I thought that it's something different. If you read again and again, it is really something which really to be thought about. I'm saying this because all these young chartered accountants are really a brand ambassador for this institute. And today you will be conferred with the certificate of membership, which is in itself is a great responsibility on your shoulders. Let me congratulate you at this occasion. At the same time, let me also, I can caution you, or let me also again inform you that this is going to be a great responsibility on our shoulders, that we are the brand ambassadors. So whatever we do, it will be associated with this great institution. And from that perspective, I think today's day is not only the day of celebration, but the day of taking this mantle and going ahead and see to it that all our efforts will lead to bringing our institute the great respect and repute which it already deserves. So I'm pretty sure all of you will be taking their steps in that regard in future. All of you have planned certain careers. You are about to plan or planned or already been in employment. There are a lot of confusions at this stage in the mind. How to go about it, whether I'm doing right thing, whether my friend is doing right thing or not, and whether I should take the steps which my friend has taken. Everyone will advise you something or the other in this regard. Personally, I feel that one has to always introspect and see what I am at this stage. Because this is a stage in which from where you are going to take a leap. Naturally, one may feel that whether I'm taking a right step at this juncture. And therefore, always, while keeping the long-term goal in front of you, one has to always plan out with the short-term steps which you are taking. At times, these steps may have to be altered. I'm not saying it may go wrong, but it may have to be altered and one may have to take again a fresh guard. Don't worry about it at this juncture at least. Of course, we have a chief guest who will definitely guide us in this regard. But I would just end by saying that all the responsibilities which are casted on us, may be a smallest one has to do with complete dedication, because our profession is all about integrity, excellence. And therefore, what society, what regulators, what employers are expecting from us is an excellence as well as integrity. And therefore, whatever we do, we have to devote ourselves rather more than 100%, without thinking that what earlier person has done, whether it is correct or not. I must independently check it whether it is correct or not. And to the best of my satisfaction, I must fulfill my responsibilities. And therefore, oath also, you will be administer oath also. That also you can see that each and every word of that oath is really important. Because once again, I repeat that you are the brand ambassadors for this profession. And you are the people who are going to lead this profession in future. My best wishes to all of you. Congratulations once again, and congratulations to all your parents also. Thank you very much.
Thank you for inspiring everybody with your wisdom and presence, sir. With this, may I invite CA Prasanna Kumar D, the pillar and stalwart of profession and the president of ICAI, to address the gathering.
Respected Shri Challa Srinivasa Setti Garu, Honorable Chairman of State Bank of India and Chief Guest for today's Convocation inaugural ceremony. Respected CA Mangesh P. Kanare, Honorable Vice President of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, CA Rajendra Kumar P., the Coordinator of MSS, and CA Jayacharya, the Deputy Convener of MSS, CA Preeti Savla, the Coordinator for Mumbai Center, and CA Arpit Kabra, the Coordinator for Mumbai Center, and CA Saurabh, Chairman of Western Day Regional Council of ICAI, and all my day Central Council members, coordinators in various centers, and other guests, past presidents, and my dearest dear, newly qualified chartered accountants, and your parents, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all of you. At the outset, my heartiest congratulations to all of you for qualifying and becoming a chartered accountant. Friends, today is a moment of great pride, celebration, and accomplishment for all of you. The convocation ceremony is not merely a conferment of qualification as chartered accountant, but it is a recognition of your perseverance, hard work, discipline, sacrifice, and commitment to excellence. Friends, this occasion is equally important and equally significant to your parents, to your families, to your friends, to your teachers, to your mentors, to your well-wishers who stood by you throughout this excellent journey to see all of you as a chartered accountant. You have become a member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India at a time when the ICAI, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, is the largest accounting body in the world. Second, you also become a chartered accountant at a time when the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India network is growing with 186 branches in the country and 2 foreign offices and in 85 cities and 54 chapters across the world, overseas chapters, and 31 representative officers spread over 47 countries. The journey doesn't stop here. By the end of this year, another 1 year to go, we are going to have this 85 offices will become 100, and the presence in 47 countries will become 50 countries. That's also a plan. And you also become at a time when India's journey started to achieve Viksit Bharat, to see India as a developed country, most developed country in the world by 2047. We also become a chartered accountant at a time when the entire stakeholders, they look at the chartered accountant not as a merely a attest function, they look at you as a trusted business leader and strategic advisor. The demand for chartered accountants is growing. You have become a chartered at a time the demand is fast growing now. This attempt, you are aware, 7,905 qualified in the final examination, and out of that, we went for a campus placement. The requirement of the campus from various companies, corporates who have participated in the campus interview is more than 9,000 vacancies. Where the qualified members of 8,000, those who wanted to get into employment are 6,000. That is the proportion in which the demand for chartered accountants is growing in this country. It doesn't stop here. The placement cell, so again, Arpit Kabra is here. He is the convener for that. They are also going to have overseas placement center also very soon. You have to open all of you opportunities overseas also. Friends, you are all the brand ambassadors for this profession. For not the 1 year, 2 years, or 1 decade, 2 decades, two decades. For the next 50 to 60 years, you are the brand ambassadors, and we are sure that the professional chartered is going to be very safe in your hands. We have been known time and again as doing attest function, but today the stakeholders feel attest function is just a compliance, which has been going on. Various enactments, the statutory audit is required where the chartered accountants only are enabled to conduct the audit. But today, the expectation of stakeholders has gone up. The expectation of regulators have gone up. in such a way that you should not only be a assurance service provider, you should also be business solution provider. Our curriculum, our training methodology sees that you are a business, not a business solution provider, you are a business leader also. That's the way you have been trained. When somebody gets into employment, they got a thought process that one day I should become the CFO of this company. But today things have changed. Chartered account doesn't stop at CFO stage. He goes beyond that. And many chartered accountants today will find they are the CEOs of the many companies and corporates, not only in India and abroad also. Friends, the global opportunities are growing for chartered accounting profession. You know, the outsourcing space is increasing for chartered accountants, and the global GCCs, they are also growing. A lot of opportunities are open for chartered accountants in India, not only India, abroad also. You know, the way in which our country is entering into free trade agreements, FTAs, with various jurisdictions in the world. There again, a lot of opportunities are getting open for chartered accountants. You know, already by virtue of FTA, we are going to have a mutual recognition agreement with Canada and UK. Is all that in the process. We're also having CP Australia, with the Australian government also we're taking up to see that Indian charter was recognized not as a qualification, but to have a reciprocity arrangement where we can go and practice in their jurisdiction, they can come and practice in India also. That is the way things are going. With keeping in this view, ICAI has started many post-qualification courses, certificate courses, for example, in taxation, for UAE taxation, where opportunities are plenty, we already started. We are going to commence another course for taxation in the United States of America. We are going to start. Like that, we've got a lot of plans to see that our Indian charter matters, not only in India, across the world. There's one organization known as ECCTS. Earlier, it was not NARIC. They give the recognition for the qualification across the world. Our Indian chartered accountants last year were taken up with them. We are recognized as a postgraduate. It's not that postgraduate is a big thing for chartered accountants. We are something beyond that. But this qualification recognition makes you enables you for universal mobility. That is the way this is also very important for us, because we have all made you not only a chartered accountant for today's requirement, you are all future ready chartered accountants. In this sense, the international mobility is also very important for us. So friends, digital transformation is the buzzword. Yeah, it's a buzzword today. Transformation has taken place in ICAI also. In every sphere, transformation is taking place. You are all aware. We have got a self-service portal in ICAI. The moment results are declared, within next 5 minutes, results are hosted in SSP. Within next 5 minutes, any young chartered who is qualified, he makes an application online in SSP. If the verification process takes only 5 minutes, another 5 minutes, you get your membership certificate. This is the way our digital transformation is going on at ICAI. Nowhere in the world, you will be able to get your membership within 15 minutes of declaring the results. That is only akin to Institute of Chartered of India only. And we are aware, artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is a necessity today. It is not an option. It is not that you can choose or not to choose. Any charter, be it in practice, or be it in industry, or be it in business, without artificial intelligence, is because that acts as not a replacement, but it acts as a very good agent, very good assistant to us. Everyone needs this one. In this direction, ICAI has got a lot of courses for artificial intelligence, that is level 1, level 2, and advanced course also were launched already. I think all of you will also get benefit, so that you will excel in your performance, both in practice and industry also. Our DPDP Act and DISA, another post-qualification course is there. Again, Diploma in Information Systems Audit. We've got 4.0. that has been launched recently. That is the one. There's no other course in the entire world, something beyond DISA. We used to call about, some international qualification. Now they are not comparable. We have gone beyond that one. That is the way our chartered accountants will get the benefit of DISA 4.0 and the need of our cyber security, data protection, data analytics. We have got many courses for that. I'm sure that all of you will also like to undergo these courses so that your performance goes up. So friends, I'll just take a couple of minutes. We are standard setters, We have been setting standards for the last 75 years. But today, there are new standards in the emerging subjects like, forensic accounting investigation standards. The Institute of Chartered Accountants is one of the first institutes in the entire world who came up with our own standards in this space. And next one, the recent development, the regulators in the country, particularly insurance, banking sector, and all the regulators, they were thinking that there should be some standard for information systems audit. And we took up the initiative, and last year we came with the excellent standards which are appreciated by the entire industry, that is information system audit standards. They have been also pronounced by the ICAI. Friends, you are all aware, our journey, chartered account journey, doesn't stop the moment you get qualified. It's a continuous professional education. You stay connected with the institute so that it continuously you have to upskill yourself. If you are not updated, as it is told, you'll get outdated. That is true for our profession also, because we have to be updated in everything. Friends, you're aware that our profession stands on 3 legs. One is excellence, independence, and integrity. Integrity, that ethics is intertwined with our profession. So that is the reason why when you do something with independence and with integrity, following all ethical standards, audit quality improves. The audit quality is the one which sees the public trust is ensured. That is the reason why you should always follow the code of ethics of formulated by the Institute of Charters of India. So you are sure that, always, before I close, always please remember 3-4 items. One is, like Honorable Vice President said, your parents who sacrifice to make you chartered accountant. Your parents are very, very important. Particular mother, they take care of you to see that every minute of you is utilized for the enabled for the purpose of your qualification. Then the next mother, the Institute of Chartered Accountants, mother for all of us. This mother, you should stay connected with this mother. Always have your membership live. You stay connected and get benefit. You do whatever service you want to do. You come to us, we'll enable you to do service for your mother institute. And always practice ethics. These are the 3 things I have to tell you. Our Honorable Chief Guest today, Sri Challa Srinivasan Shetty Garu, is popular on CS Shetty. You go to internet and see, you'll have a lot of information about him. A great personality. He's a person who hails from a small village in Deedan, Andhra Pradesh, near Gadwal. And he had his primary education in his village, in a government school. Look at the journey where he started. Then he became a graduate in agriculture. On merit he graduated. Thereafter, he became a probation officer, the first level officer in State Bank of India. His journey started as a probation officer, and promotion after promotion, non-stop promotion he had, and ultimately achieved the greatest position in the banking industry, that is chairman of the State Bank of India. So, we are lucky. You are lucky. We are all blessed that we have got such a stalwart today to inaugurate this particular convocation ceremony. And this is going to be his blessings, which are going to be showered on all of you. We'll see that you continue to be the greatest chartered accountant. You will see the flag of the ICAI flies high always. With this, wish you all the best. Thank you very much for participation. Thank you very much.
Thank you for those encouraging and powerful remarks, sir. As we celebrate this significant milestone, it is only fitting that we hear from someone whose journey is the benchmark. It is my privilege to invite our esteemed chief guest, Shri Challa Srinivasullu Setty, to address the gathering. Let us welcome him with a huge round of applause, everybody. Thank you. That's that.
Distinguished President of ICAI, CA Sri Prasanna Kumar, Vice President of ICAI, CA Sri Mangesh M. Kinare, esteemed members of the Central Council and Regional Councils, faculty members, distinguished guests, and above all, the newly qualified chartered accountants and their proud family members. A very good morning to all of you. This is a very unique experience for me. I was just sharing with Mr. Kinare that I have never attended such a massive convocation in my life. I think it's a great occasion to be here. 23 centers, more than 10,000 chartered accountants being certified or graduating today. It's a great occasion for you as well as your family members. And more than that, as a chief guest, I think it's a great honor for me. At the outset, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to every newly qualified chartered accountant present here today. This is a proud milestone, not only for you, but also for your parents, families, teachers, mentors, and all those who stood beside you throughout this remarkable journey. I would mix my speech with the written speech as well as my random thoughts. On this occasion, Mr. Prasanna Kumar and Mr. Kinare had mentioned the journey which I had gone through in the last 37 years of my professional career, and maybe 8 to 10 critical years of education. The profession of chartered accountant and the journey which you take to become chartered accountant is unique in itself. While you have many of you may have a formal degree in your life, but this particular certification or ICAI, which is awarding today the degrees, is unique in the sense that a lot of you have got this through self-study. An institutional study is supported by your own perseverance, discipline, and more importantly, the sacrifice which you do on your personal time. Behind every success story seated before us today lies years of rigorous study, relentless hard work, dedication, and extraordinary commitment. The Chartered Accountancy examination is widely regarded as one of the toughest professional examinations in the country. Clearing it demands not only intelligence, but consistency, mental health, mental strength, and character. Many of you would have sacrificed social occasions, leisure, and personal comforts to remain focused on your goals. Some among you may have undertaken long commutes to pursue your studies, balanced articleship responsibilities with examinations, or overcome financial and personal challenges to reach this stage. That is why this convocation is not simply about receiving a certificate. It is about proving that discipline and perseverance can transform aspirations into achievement. From a modest beginning in 1949 with around 1,700 members, ICAI has evolved into the world's largest professional accounting body with more than 4.5 lakh members across India and around the globe. This remarkable growth reflects not only the strength of the institution, but also the credibility, competence, and integrity associated with Indian chartered accountants worldwide. We at State Bank of India have a very strong and very long relationship with ICAI in two ways. One is very prominent members of ICAI, the past presidents, have been on the board of State Bank of India. I'm glad to acknowledge Mr. Prafulla Chajad, who is present here. He was our board when I became chairman of State Bank of India. He was still there on the board. And during my 37 years association of SBI, I must have dealt with hundreds of chartered accountants as branch auditors, statutory auditors, and the fellow members on the board of directors and State Bank of India. You may not be aware, while we say that we are banker to every Indian, every chartered accountant in some way has had a professional association with SBI. Every year, we just finished annual audit, for instance. The annual branch audits engage 3,500 chartered accountants across the country. I think by far the largest engagement of audit by any company in the world. And we also have almost 2,000 chartered accountants doing our branch concurrent audits throughout the year. And this kind of intense engagement with chartered accountants also had made most of you would be, associated in some part of your life, either as a professional who is working for a company or are running your own company and being associated with us as chartered accountants. And I'm all looking forward to that association going forward. What makes this profession truly unique is that it combines intellectual excellence with practical learning, and more importantly, ethical responsibility. Chartered accountancy is not merely an academic certification. Through articleship and professional training, students gain invaluable exposure to real-world business environment while simultaneously pursuing rigorous academic standards. This is very unique to your profession. Not many professional journeys while studying do offer this kind of exposure to real life. Every day of your learning, you're actually dealing with the real life situations. So I find that when chartered accountants get certified and enter the profession, they're much more clued in, they're much more experienced in terms of what is the real world. Whereas for a normal graduate, there is a kind of getting adjusted to the real world. You are already into this, so to that extent, your professional journey becomes much more meaningful and much more immediate the moment you come into the real world. So to that extent, my advice when you are on the threshold of entering the real world is not as intense as I would advise the students passing out of a university. But still, it is important to learn that I was reading somewhere when I became chairman, somebody has given me a book. This becoming a CEO of any company, becoming CEO of any company is like falling in love. How is it? Every time we believe that, we're all prepared for falling in love till you actually fall in love. And you realize that it's not the same thing as expecting and what is there in that relationship. You always feel that you're always prepared for that, but you realize you're not. Similarly, when you are becoming a chartered accountant today, you probably would have thought that you're all set. Obviously, you are more set than many of the students who pass out of the universities, but it is a great adjustment and great learning. Every day you will go through as a certified professional who has got a greater responsibility. Your signature carries so much weight that burden itself would be a troublesome for some years. And you need to balance this responsibility with your intelligence and in your application of mind, application to the real situations, and come out successfully. For the last several years, your signature appeared primarily on examination papers. Today, that signature transforms from a roll number into a real it's a seal of trust and professional authority. The signature of a chartered accountant carries immense credibility. The signature does not mean that you're going to physically sign. I think Mr. Prasanna Kumar and Mr. Kinare were mentioning the way the chartered accountant profession is transforming with all the digitalization, artificial intelligence. But whether you sign physically or digitally, your signature carries an immense value in the real world. And I think this is something which I keep saying, and nobody can appreciate better than a banker the value of a chartered accountant signature. Your certification influences lending decisions, investment decisions, corporate actions, taxation matters, compliance frameworks, and public confidence. Institutions rely on your professional judgment before taking critical financial decisions. As bankers, we deeply understand the importance of trustworthy financial reporting, audited financial statements, valuations, compliance certifications, and financial disclosures from the very foundation of lending and investment decisions. Incidentally, I'm very proud to say that State Bank of India for the last 3 years have been awarded Golden Award from ICAI for the accounting excellence. And we take pride in mentioning that in all our publications. We take pride that such a very respected institution has acknowledged the quality of our financial reporting. Despite being the largest and most prominent bank, we use your certification of awarding us in the international publications and as a mark of our integrity in the financial reporting. In that sense, chartered accountants are not merely financial professionals. You are guardians of financial integrity. While knowledge gives you capability, integrity gives you credibility. In an era of increasingly complex business structures, rapid capital flows, globalized transactions, and digital finance, the role of chartered accountant has become even more critical. You are a crucial guardrail for corporate governance, transparency, accountability, and compliance. Your greatest professional asset will never be your degree, your designation, or your income. It will be your reputation. The world may forgive an error of judgment, but it rarely forgives a compromise in integrity. Every balance sheet you certify, every opinion you express, every valuation you sign, and every professional advice you provide carries consequences that affect businesses, employees, investors, institutions, and society at large. Therefore, let integrity guide your actions. I was very glad that you have your own anthem, which broadly I understood is more emphasis on ethical values of your profession and transparency that define your conduct and professional excellence that remain your lifelong pursuit. As our former president, the late Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, aptly observed, chartered accountants are partners in nation building. I urge all of you to wear the responsibility with pride. India today stands at a transformative stage in its economic journey. When we are looking at Viksit Bharat, one of the major components which are required, the fuel which is required for achieving the dream of Viksit Bharat is capital. And this capital formation, capital management, and bringing the capital pools to support the real economy will be broadly shaped by what you are going to do in your professional life. We are witnessing rapid growth in infrastructure, manufacturing, digital innovation, financial inclusion, entrepreneurship, and global economic engagement. So I would like to highlight the enormous role young chartered accountants can play in supporting Indian economy. More importantly, one particular segment which you will hear in your professional more often would be medium and small enterprises. MSMEs, popularly known as. When you enter your profession, you will keep on hearing while you want to become a corporate chartered accountant, and as your president desired, many of probably would be a CFOs of the companies. But I would definitely ask you to spend some time nurturing the MSMEs. Today in the country, SMEs play a large role in terms of providing the employment, providing the export heft to the country. But they also have a challenge of technological adoption. More importantly, I feel as a banker, they are struggling with the governance. They do not know the importance of maintaining the books properly, showing the books properly to the banks, and get the right financing. You, whatever profession you choose, please spend some time in terms of supporting the MSMEs. Equally important is the role you can play in India's vibrant startup ecosystem. And we engage with startups every day, both as a user of their services and as well as promoting their industries, activities. One of the biggest challenges what the startups face is that managing their own finances. Through our startup branches, we provide that kind of professional service. But as chartered accountants, you can definitely look at how do you support in terms of becoming critical financial and strategic partners in their journey. From incorporation and fundraising to governance, scaling, and long-term sustainability. By helping startups navigate complexity with confidence, you can enable entrepreneurs to focus on innovation, product development, and business growth. The nation today needs professionals who can help businesses grow responsibly, transparently, and sustainably. One who can guide enterprise not only toward profitability, but also toward ethical and inclusive growth. In these changing dynamics, a chartered accountant cannot afford to remain confined only to traditional accounting practices, utilizing artificial intelligence to enhance auditing quality and to understand how data analytics can improve financial insights and risk management has become a necessity. The true strength of this profession lies in continuous adaptation and learning. The professionals who will lead tomorrow are those who embrace change proactively. I therefore encourage all of you to master emerging technologies and continuously upgrade your skills. Many chartered accountants today lead multinational companies, regulatory institutions, financial organizations, startups, and public enterprises. You all must therefore not only view this qualification merely as a route to employment, but think of this as an opportunity to create a lasting impact. As you progress in life, remember that success is not measured only by income or designation. True success lies in the trust you earn, the lives you influence, and the values you uphold. Many times you see a conflict. Probably as you are passing out this graduation ceremony, you would also realize that you have several options to make in your life. Whatever option you make, one thing I always quote, that you invest in yourself. This is primarily what I've been telling. While you have got one of the most coveted certifications in the country, if you do not invest in yourself, this certification merely remains on paper. And what does it mean, investing in yourself? Learning, constant learning, new ideas, new interactions, and engaging with people across the spectrum of society. Your profession offers you a wonderful opportunity of interaction. You are not one of those people who are going to remain on the behind your desk. You need to go into real world and engage with people, that what is that problems they are facing, what is the solution you can provide. And I'm sure as you progress in your life, you would definitely commit to the ethical values what this ICAI always stood for. Before I conclude, I would like to express my deep appreciation to the parents, teachers, mentors, and all other stakeholders who supported these newly qualified chartered accountants throughout their demanding journey. This convocation marks not the destination, but the beginning of a new journey, a journey of responsibility, leadership, integrity, and service to the nation. I wish all of you a future filled with success, purpose, and excellence, and I'm sure that I would be meeting many of you throughout your journey as you embark on your new journey. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Well, those weren't just words of encouragement. It was a masterclass for a career roadmap. Thank you for your gracious address, sir. With this, we move towards one of the most significant moments of this ceremony. As you formally step into the profession, let us reaffirm the values and ethics that define it. May I request you all to please rise for the oath. May I also invite CA Prasanna Kumar D, President ICAI, to administer the oath.
My dear young members, so I got great privilege to administer the oath for you. As we administer the oath, the first, your name, your father, mother's name, as the case may be, as you share, you should fill up list of things as I pronounce, you can repeat. So, yeah. I, son of or daughter of a member of the Institute of Chartered of India, do hereby solemnly swear in the name of God that as a chartered accountant, I shall be committed to excellence, independence, and integrity. I will sincerely work towards preparation of true, fair, and transparent financial statements, best practices in corporate governance, efficient and effective utilization of financial resources, and compliances, and shall abide by the code of ethics pronounced by the Institute. I shall be fair, just, and honest in my dealings with all the stakeholders and shall always maintain confidentiality. I shall deal all with humility, respect, and be responsive to the needs of society. While providing my services, I would always be true to the Constitution of India and will follow in letter and spirit all the laws of the land. I shall relentlessly work towards inclusive growth of a resilient India. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, to everybody, welcome to the fraternity. As we said, what begins today is even more exciting, your journey of creating impact. A gathering like this feels truly complete with the guidance and encouragement of personalities we admire, with halls across centers filled with the trailblazers of our beloved profession. It is safe to say the bar for inspiration has now been set very high. Stalwarts and leaders in true sense, they know the way, they go the way, and they show the way. With this, may I please invite the dynamic and celebrated CA Jay Chaira, Deputy Convener, MNSS Directorate, joining us from Ahmedabad Center to present the formal vote of thanks.
A very good morning to all of you. Working? Right. Yeah. I have been given a very pleasant task of the formal vote of thanks. Let me first thank our guest today, Shri Chella Srinivasalu Setti, Chairman SBI. Sir, thanks a lot for appreciating the role of our profession. Thanks a lot to state that, very rightly state that, we chartered accountants are the guardians of financial integrity. Thank you very much for motivating our young chartered accountants and discussing about the mental strength along with intelligence, and also appreciating our practical system. Thank you very much for accepting the invitation and enlightening our young minds. Let me thank our President, CA Prasanna Kumar D, who inspired all the young chartered accountants and took them from CFO to CEO, discussed about the global opportunities and about the right mindset, providing a number of other important inputs from the institute side. I thank CA Mangesh Kinre sir, the Vice President ICAI, for inspiring our chartered accountants and discussing about the most core principles of the profession, that is excellence, independence, integrity. Let me thank all the Central Council members, Regional Council members, Branch Managing Committee members, and the officers at the same time across the country organizing such huge convocation. I think this must not be there in any part of the world. It only happens with ICAI. So let me thank all of them for very smoothly organizing across the country this wonderful convocation, and particularly the MSS Chairman CA Rajendra Kumar ji. Thanks a lot to the parents for joining here and inspiring your children, and more particularly thanks a lot to all the young chartered accountants who have been a part of not only this convocation ceremony, but the part of this proud profession. Thank you very much.
Rank holders, may I please request you all to line up near the stage. In your attire with pride, with the brightest glows on your face, as the certificates are being awarded, every walk to the stage